Hello Disney fans, this is Christian Milan again with a Disney Beauty and the Beast live action film collection review. And we're going to start with this Belle here, and she is absolutely gorgeous. I really love the 90s movie, animated movie, and I really like the design here that they've put together. First of all, Belle is a very sophisticated princess. It's not the same, they're your usual princess that you see in other animated or live action films. She's very smart, she's a kind of a reader, she has many talents, and she very much is engaged in bringing out the humanity of Beast, and we'll talk about that later. But for now, Emma Watson was very involved with the design of not only the sculpt and the dress, but the overall character as portrayed in the new movie. What they did on this just outfit, first of all, is kind of tore off, almost like it's like tore off the sleeves, and it took off any really major embellishment, allowing freedom of movement. And the face very much looks like Belle, very sophisticated, and they really wanted to make her not look like Barbie. The hair is just very full and kind of frames and sculpts the face very well, and as it drapes over her shoulder, you can feel the thickness of that hair. And as the sort of active princess, they took out the corset. They didn't want any restriction in her movement, and they textured the dress, not printed, but textured the dress with glitter and this gold leaf at the bottom, so it really feels like it's reflecting the dance floor in that famous ballroom scene. So I wanted to put these two side by side, the Cinderella live action dress and the Belle live action dress. And what makes them very, very different, what first stands out to me is the Cinderella dress has all these rhinestones, the glitter of course. You could see the various layers really apparent in the poofiness of that because it's partly transparent, and the glitter and the butterflies on Cinderella. Now look at the Belle dress to kind of compare and contrast. The lines are very simple. You got that V top, and also kind of the dress does not, you don't feel all the layers, and you kind of makes it feel like you can move a little bit easier. Her arms aren't flowing, they're just down in the front. Belle definitely does not seem like a waif. She's definitely a lot more headstrong and seems a lot more calm and confident in who she is. And if you look at the back of the box, you really notice the simplicity of Belle's dress and the lines of her design. Room looks tattered and torn. It leads me to believe that this is the West Wing, and I believe that necklace that you see on her neck there, I think that's either a butterfly or a rose, something that the Beast gave to her. So you can definitely see that they're entranced now, and at this moment falling in love. And here you see the Town Belle and Gaston in a set, almost like a heroes and villains set. I really like this set because you can see his intense gaze and kind of reaching out to her, and she's looking off into the distance, avoiding his advances, and you could really see how well she stitched her costume together out of different pieces, like she's fabricated it on her own, and you can tell that there's a rich history there with what she's done. She probably inherited some of this fabric from either her mother, or she uses it partially to maybe invent some things, and maybe she's a scientist as well as her father. And I think we're going to see a lot more talents from Belle in this movie. Not just a reader, not just a beauty, but someone that really creates things, and I'm really excited to see what they do. Now, as you can see, Gaston has that intense gaze, that deep red that contrasts as well with her blue, and that gold and that on the gun and the belt shows that he has a history here. So I think he has deep roots within the town. Maybe he's a protector, maybe he's a patron, maybe he's kind of a wealthy landowner. I don't know. Maybe it's something that the audience can see them together because they fit very well in that provincial town. And here's the back of the box where Belle, you could see the castle, I think this is Beast Castle, where you could see the candelabra that could almost be come alive. Lumiere must be one of these guys, and even the staircases and the banister and the almost dragon-like figures at the end, you could see it all maybe enchanted and ready to spring forward. And there's a little bit danger, but you really want to go in there and explore those dark places. So I really like the design of this, and I really like this candlestick here and this creature holding it, so almost like a little beast. And finally, here is the Beast, and what makes him different from the animated film version is you could really tell that he's really human underneath there, and his eyes make you very sympathetic to who he is right at the beginning. And maybe he has some wisdom to impart, maybe he has some lessons that he can teach Belle. It's not just her transforming him. Maybe they kind of complement each other and are able to teach each other something. And you can see on his outfit that French gold and blue motif running throughout, the frills on his collar, very detailed. It looks very much embroidered on his collar. And the face and the lines also very simple and sleek, just like Belle's. And the horns, he has a very centaur, goat-like look to ram maybe, with his horns on the back. And the way that this outfit looks is just absolutely amazing. I really like it. There is some elements maybe of the story in the rain and the rose and the thorns. Maybe partially part of his outfit is to tell that story. And you could see his hands very human-like, that could kind of reach out and hold her, and the feet as well. You could like feel that heaviness and that weight. He looks like a very strong character. I can't imagine him going toe to toe with him, Gaston, ever winning, because he looks very, very strong, and I really like this design. Out of all these dolls, I think Beast is my favorite, and also Belle. They're very lifelike and they're very beautiful. I also like the design of these boxes. You can't stack them, so when they're stacked at the Disney store, they can only be a single file on each shelf. I think there's going to be less of these dolls than the Cinderella sets. I think Cinderella, you could see them for sale for a very long time. I don't think they're going to make as many sets of these, so if you can, I would pick them up as soon as possible. Tell me what you think. Are you going to pick them up yourself? Is this something that you're going to look forward to in the movies? I know I am going to look forward to the movies, and also the platinum, maybe a super limited edition set will come out as we get near the movie. Hope you like my review and have a magical day.